sneak, maneuver silken and sleek. Cash it like to sneak, get darkest corners we seek. Cash it like to sneak, maneuver silken and sleek. Cash it like to sneak, get darkest corners we seek.
Hello. Let me just turn this down, because there's going to be a little bit of background music while we do this. So we'll have to make sure the volume isn't too high. Hello. Hello. Is it going? Hello. Oh. Thank you, Gaming Wobbuffet, for following on Twitch. Greatly appreciated. How is the sound? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Can you hear the music at all? You should be able to like just about hear it, but my voice should be, you know, nice and clear. I am going to very quickly try and hear it myself now. Hear it myself now. Hear it myself now. Okay, there is not much of a delay on the Twitch. Alright, the music might be very quiet. If you guys are fine with it, then that's okay. So we'll just keep going. I'll just turn my headphones down a tad. Right. Alright, hello. This is the ultimate Pokemon Picker. If you are unfamiliar with this... hang on. Yeah, you can barely hear the music on the stream. That's fine, whatever. If you guys are fine with it, then I'm fine with it. Alright. This is the ultimate Pokemon Picker. If you're unfamiliar with this, it is like a Pokemon tier list, where there are the generations 1 through 9, as well as the overall favourite. Types, normal through fairy, as well as starter, gimmick form, legendary, and overall favourite again, leading to an ultimate overall favourite. And then at the bottom here we have some extra categories. You've got your team, and you can have like favourite regional bird, mammal, bug, pseudo-legendary, etc. With these additional teams, Pokeballs, and all of these other cool things. So this popped up on the Discord, the Garen Reaver Discord, linked below the Twitch and in the description of the YouTube stream. A couple of people on there tried it and thought, yeah, that could be fun for a stream. So, to preface, I have not played Gen 7, 8, or 9. I know a fair bit about Gen 7. I have a Gen 7 game, I just haven't played it. So, from these onward, it's mostly going to be based on appearances. But I thought, yeah, just have a little bit of a stream, talking about this, showing them off. Not showing them off, what? Discussing it and just having a chat. So one thing that I thought made this look really cool is that if you click it, it shows you all the options. So like, oh, what psychics were introduced in Gen 2? These ones. Well, I mean, there's a lot because of unknown, but you know. So it's, I think, a bit more visually interesting than the average tier list, so I thought that would be really cool. So, should we just like start at the top and work our way down? Like go across and then across and then across? Or should I just like pick them at random and see how we go? Well, I expect some will require stuff like, for example, Gar1 is in like Psychic and also in Fairy, and I believe she might also be in like Gen 6 Fairy. No, just the Mega Gar1. But anyway, generation to generation. I did it by generation. All right, so we'll start. We'll start at Gen 1 and just see how we go. So you'll notice that my PNG tuber is bigger than usual. He's in the corner, but when I'm at the bottom, like he doesn't overlap anything. So I'll make sure that I move down, so whatever I'm actually focusing on is sort of in the middle of the screen. I can't go any higher, but alright, at the top of the screen or down to the middle. I won't like go, oh, what do you think of this one down here in this corner? Oh yes, I'm thinking about this one here, because you can't see it, so you know. Alright, so let's start off with Electric. I'm not actually certain about that. Alright. Oh, sorry, my voice has suddenly gone weird. I'm all out of cough syrup at the moment. Got some water there, that should be fine. Right. Ice type? I always forget that Seal is just pure water, but Dugong is ice water. I don't know where to start. Wow, there are so many poisons. Wow. Quite an eclectic mix of flying types, isn't it? I don't know where to start. I'm just like, there are so many choices. Steel? Oh, yeah. So, although Dark, Steel, and Fairy weren't introduced, there is just... There are ones that still sort of counted that retroactively. I don't know whether it's because of, like, oh, in the remakes of those generations, or whether it's because, look, it's in this generation, it is technically not a Steel type at this point, but it's a Steel type now. So I guess I'll go with Magneton. And Dark, there aren't... Which is weird, because wasn't anything given Dark type? No? It's just got these ones. Which is Missingno the Ghost, the two fossils, and this. Huh. I'm going to go with Missingno as that's an option. It's the only one of those I've caught. The only one I played with. And, oh, what a choice. What a choice. Clefairy's cute. Clefable is... No, I know that types were made, but it's the way that, like, they, in the same as they made Magnemite and Magneton Steel, I'm surprised that they didn't add Dark type to any existing Pokemon. Clefairy's cute. Clefable's weird looking. Jigglypuff is cute. Wigglytuff is kind of weird looking. If Mr. Mime is Mr. Mime. So let's go with Clefairy. Are they also in normal, I wonder? They should be. They're not. Oh, that's weird. Alright, Dragon. Ooh, Dratini is cute, but Dragonair has also always had this elegance about it that I feel it loses when it goes up to Dragonite. My mum is a massive fan of Gengar. She absolutely loves Gengar. I think of the three, I've always preferred Haunter. I don't think he's shown pretty well in the anime or anything, but I just like him. Rock types, I'm a little torn. Bug. Butterfly is pretty. I also have a bit of a soft spot for the Venonat and Venomoth family. And Scyther also is quite cool. I think I'm going to go with Butterfly. Butterfly. Come on, go. Butterfree. Psychic type. I always rather liked the slow family. Mew is also, of course, amazing. Alright, I might leave that one. I'll come back to it. Flying type. Lots of choice here. I'm being so indecisive. We've only just started and I'm being so indecisive. Alright, Ice. There aren't many choices here. Probably Cloyster. I've never used it in a team, but I just think it's cool looking. Well, they really had a particular colour scheme, didn't they? I've invented new fire types, so what colour should I make it? Orange. Really? So they're all orange. Red. Can I have another option? Yellow. That's your choice. I mean, it's the same with this one. But there are at least like pinks and whites and reds and oranges and purples instead of it just being blue. And actually, surprisingly few of these have green, considering that is like a biological thing. Plants are green because of chlorophyll. But for this, I'm a little torn between... Was that a dream? Did I have a dream about Bulbasaur? Was that real? That may have been real. Was that real? I swear that I was watching something and they like showed an Ivysaur and I was like, ah, that's Bulbasaur. No, wait, it's an Ivysaur. Was that real or was that a dream? I don't remember. I don't remember at all. Anyway, I'm torn between... I mean, I sort of have a soft spot for the for this family, the Bellsprout family, but I'm going to go with Bulbasaur. Normal? Probably Snorlax, you know. I do actually kind of really like Persian. Ah. There's my favourite flying... Oh, no, because there are other really cool ones. I was going to say Dodrio. If it was just the bird ones, it would be Dodrio, but... Probably Vulpix? I've never been a fan of Growlithe and Arcanine. I'm not a dog person, I'm definitely a cat person. But, I mean, Vulpix isn't a cat, it's a fox. Which is a dog, but you know. Was Litten the first fire cat? I think it was, you know. Oh no, they're the lions. And then Litten. So yeah, quite late on until we got a fire cat. Alright, fighting type. Poliwrath is kind of cool, but it's weird that it's a fighting type out of nowhere. I feel like that isn't set up at all. So probably Hitmonchan. I don't know, I've got such fond memories of basically all of these. Like, in one way or another, because they've been around so long, they are very special. Like... in the Pokemon trading card game video game, the very first one that came out in like, the late 90s or something, Machamp was like the first big boss you had to fight. No, I'm going to go with Hitmonchan. I'm going to start making some executive decisions because we're going to be here forever. Ground type. Probably Rhydon. It still bugs me that Rhydon and Rhyhorn, which are clearly made of metal, are not steel type. It's weird that. I mean, you could say the same about bloody Voltorb and Electrode. At least, I don't know. At least you can argue that maybe they're not, but it's still weird. Psychic. I'm going to go with Mew. Flying. Should there be a rule of no overlapping? Apart from on ones like the overall favourite, because you can see the favourite overall is the ones I've picked. So obviously, you know, you pick one there. And the legendaries as well, maybe. Still love the lore that Professor Laventon designed Pokeballs the way he did after seeing Fungus and Voltorb. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, alright. I'm going to aim for no overlapping then. Which may mean I reconsider things. So, legendary. Favourite legendary. That's Mew. So, actually, does Mew show up twice? No, it doesn't. That's clever. Alright. So, in that case, Mew is no longer allowed to be my favourite psychic type. Guess it's gonna be Slowpoke then. Flying. Electric, let's go for Raichu. Flying, let's go. I'm torn between Zapdos and Dodrio. The legendary birds just have so much style to them, you know? It's been so long, but I've finally met another fan of Slowpoke and Venonat. I've never used them, mostly because they show up too late. I think if I ever do a playthrough of the early gens, I'll do my Jiggery Pokery and encounter them early, just so that I can use these Pokemon that I've always wanted to, but never had the chance to. Alright, I'm gonna go with Zapdos, because he's not the legendary or the electric. Water. I like Seadra. I've fond memories of Kingler. Blastoise is cool. Poliwhirl and Poliwag are adorable. Omastar is really amazing. What about fire? That's a bit easier. Alright, let's go with Vulpix. Normal type? Lickitung. Nah. God, imagine if I picked Lickitung. Oh, that would be stupid. Alright, Eevee or Snorlax? Eevee. Eevee's just so cute. Alright, water. Come on, Garen, pick a water. Alright, if it was Blastoise or Seadra, it would be Blastoise. If it was Blastoise or Poliwhirl, it would be probably Poliwhirl, and Poliwhirl or Omastar. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Omastar. I'm surprised that, like, fossil isn't a column. Like, there is the favourite fossil at the bottom, but I kind of feel it could have been a column as well. Poison. When I think now's a chance to have Venonat or Venomoth. Some gens don't have fossils, really? Gen 1. Gen 2 didn't add fossils, you are correct. Gen 3. Gen 4. Gen 5. Gen 6. Gen what? 8? Yeah, alright. So gens 2, 7 and 9 don't have fossils. How weird. I didn't know that. Fair enough. Rock type. Well, I've already used Groudon for the ground type. So I guess... and I did use Omastar for the water. So let's go with Kabutops for the rock type. Poison. Yeah, alright, let's go with Venomoth. Venomoth. And starter. I mean, it will be Bulbasaur again. Oh, well, look, Pikachu and... alright, yeah, cool. Because they're starters in Let's Go, aren't they? Alright. In that case, I'm going to put Pikachu in there just because Bulbasaur is already used in the grass. And Charmander can go itself. Gimmick form. I really like that as a term for it, because I've been calling them gimmicks for bloody yonks. So let's see. That is, I guess, okay, but a bit weird with the giant petal on its head. That one, trying too hard. That one, boring. That one, trying too hard. That one, weird. That one, weird. That one, weird. That one, not horrendous. That one, immensely lazy. That one, weird. That one, weird. That one, kind of cool. That one, trying too hard. These two, interesting concepts, but that's the weird way to take it. That, absurd. That, absurd. Absurd. Kind of pretty, quite absurd. Stupid, stupid. Really weird. Just, like, I hope I'm not being too contentious here. If I am, welp, not much I can do. Creepy. Weird, with the really long spindly arms. Weird. I don't like Gigantamaxes at all. Alright, I'm going to have to go with that one. Jeez. And favourite overall... Now you find we're accustomed to your opinions on Megas and Gigantamax. I suppose, but if anyone new happens to be watching and thinking, oh god, this guy who makes Pokémon really bloody hates Mega Pokemon and Gigantamax. Yeah, I do. I really do. I think they're incredibly stupid. I think they are gimmicks to the absolute max and add nothing of value or worth to this franchise. I can't. Have I ever done a top 5 Gen 1 Pokemon? I don't remember if I have done a top 5 Gen 1 Pokemon list. I guess I will go Raichu. Alright. Finally, like half an hour into the stream, let's go on to Gen 2, shall we? I'm a little curious on your thoughts on Z moves and Terra types. Oh, I sort of hate the sound of them already. I don't know anything about them. Normal. Tediosa. Fire. Cyndaquil. Water. Suicune is kind of cool. I mean, these are very high quality sprites. I will say that too. Corsola's kind of cool. I'm going to go with Kingdra or Suicune is. Well, Kingdra is the only option for dragons, so that opens up this one for Suicune. Are there any other... Alright. Hitmontop. Obviously, Misdreavus. Yeah, okay. Ooh, that's hard. Alright, we'll come back to it. Grass. It's got to be, say it together now, Bellossom, obviously. Bellossom is amazing. Bellossom is so pretty, and it's just so cute. And just like it dances is so adorable. Anyway. Either Pichu, Mareep, or Raikou. Sneasel. Sorry, I misread what you said, Mimic. I'll be back. I have this silenced but running while I'm in a meeting. I thought, why are you running in a meeting? But no, you mean you'll have the stream running while you're in a meeting. Hope it goes well. Crobat, because the other choices are spiders or crap. Ground. What's steel? Oh, yeah. Yeah, alright. In that case, ground can be the Steelix. Flying... And in steel, I can have Skarmory. And in flying, I can have... probably Lugia. Yeah, probably Lugia. And Psychic. Espeon. Yeah, Espeon. Bug. Maybe Scizor. Yeah, I think Scizor. Gen 2 is easier, partially because there are fewer, but also, I don't know. I guess, I don't know, I think they are going to get easier as I go, because I have lived with them less long. I don't know. Rock? Probably Macago. Dark, Umbreon. I always forget Tyranitar's part dark. Electric? Still Pichu or Raikou. Fairy. Oh, none of them really appeal. Z moves a Gen 7's gimmicks. Super moves. Pokemon can do a special move. Terra types a Gen 9's gimmick. A Terra Orb that lets you shift your Pokemon type to their Terra type, which is usually one of their types. There are Pokemon with Terra types that aren't their regular type. Sorry, you lost me. I tried to hang in there, but I can't handle the gimmick. Starter. Well, I've already used Cyndaquil, so let's go with Quilava. Gimmick form. Oh, there really isn't much to choose from here, is there? I guess Steelix, but it's really just like, which of these 6 crap things would you like? The one that is the least crap? Alright. As I've already got Lugia and Suicune represented elsewhere, I'll put Raikou in there, and that frees up Pichu for that. Switches your type, basically. You can change your Pokemon's type. I mean, I guess that explains it better. I just can't handle this crap. Fairy. Probably Togepi? Although there's really just not much love there for it. And top is Skarmory. Obviously! On to Gen 3. Normal. It's got to be Spinda. Fire type. Wow, there weren't many fire types in Gen 3, were there? Torchic is cute. I used Camerupt and Numel in one playthrough. I also used these in one playthrough. I mean, my first playthrough of Gen 3, I had all 3 starters, because I had a friend who was happy to restart the game, choose a different starter, trade it to me, restart the game, choose a different starter, and trade it to me. I don't know. I guess Torchic. Water type. So, I mean, it's Feebas, right? I've spent so long looking at and thinking about Feebas. Oh, that means I must love it, right? No, it's Kyogre, obviously. Probably Cacnea, Credilli. What other choices are there in Rock? Not much. Credilli, then. Credilli and Cacnea. Electric. Oh, you put this choice on me. What do I do? Which do I pick? Obviously Electric. No, I'm kidding. It'll be Plusle. Ice. Probably Spheal. Yeah, probably Spheal. Not particularly keen on any of these, frankly. Alright, to explain my thoughts. Just need to blow my nose. Hang on. Meditite and Medicham are a cool typing, but they're just kind of weird looking. Same sort of thing with Makuhita and Hariyama. They're cool-ish, but they're just kind of weird looking. Like with his giant bloody hands. Breloom is just a crappy fungus. And Combusken and Blaziken are the beginning of the firefighting trend. I'm probably thinking Makuhita, although there's really not much in it. Poison. Roselia or Seviper, I think. Probably Roselia. Ground. Ooh. I have a soft spot for Claydol, because he was very powerful when I played Emerald the first time. Yeah, we'll go with Claydol. Flying, I really like... Oh, what dragon choices are there? Alright, for dragon I'll put in Altaria. And in flying... I'll put Altaria. No, I think I'll swap the dragon one round, actually. Latias and Latios, I still cannot remember which is which. It's always the other way to the way I think. Like, I always think, oh, Latios is the softer name, and therefore is the nicer looking one. But no, it's actually that one, or I don't remember. Yeah, the anime can really change your opinion on specific Pokemon. When they're shown to have personality and you get used to them a bit more. I guess Rayquaza, who for the longest time I pronounced as Rayquaza. Psychic. Oh, that's difficult. Which do I go for? Which do I go for? I think I might have to... No, it'll just be Gardevoir then. Bug type. Again, not a strong showing. I really like Gen 3, but it just doesn't have a particularly strong showing of a lot of types. It has some of my favourites, but then the rest are just meh. I guess Shedinja, because it's a really interesting concept, if nothing else. Ghost. Ooh, Shuppet and not Dusclops, Duskull are both really cool ideas. Of the two, I think I prefer Duskull. And Dark, maybe Absol? I also quite like Carvanha and Sharpedo. I'm going to go with Absol, though. Steel. That'll be Metagross. I had to think for his name for a sec. Fairy. Oh, right. So Fairy is where Gardevoir can go. And that frees up Psychic for Ralts. They're just such a good family of Pokemon. Like, I was tempted with Solrock, but it's just Ralts is so cute. Starter. Although I like them all of equal amount, I don't love any of them. So I guess I'll go with Trico. And the gimmick form... Absol, obviously, Absol. Although, I do really like Primal Kyogre. And the best legendary is Kyogre. Can I swap this one out for something else? Yeah, let's put Carvanha in there instead. And overall, my favourite Pokemon of Gen 3 is a very, very hard choice to make. It's either Spinder, Gardevoir, Kyogre, or Absol. It's probably Gardevoir. I just really like Gardevoir these days. Kyogre is probably a close second, but I think it's Gardevoir. Gen 4. Ah, Gen 4. When the series started going downhill. Baneri is the easy normal type. Ah, the fire types. The gen where they said, oh shit, we should probably add at least one fire type that isn't a starter. A legendary. No, we need to have a fire type that isn't a starter or a legendary. Okay, an evolution of a Gen 1 Pokemon. Done. Terrible. Water. Manaphy and Fione are so strange, but I'm going to go with Empoleon. Grass? Oh, I forgot that Gen 4 had Shaman. I'm torn here between 3. Do you know which 3 I'm torn between? I'm really torn. Electric why is Pichu here? Why is Pichu here? What's going on there? Can anyone explain why Pichu is there in Gen 4? Is that like a variant of him or something? I think Frostlass for ice. Oh, they had another firefighting, didn't they? Of course they did. Why would they not? That would be crazy not to have firefighting. Fire and fighting just go so well. That's spiky-eared Pichu, which is a Heart Gold Soul Silver DLC Pokemon. That's stupid. Let's go with Lucario. Poison. Again, not a strong showing with its bloody Stunky. Stunky and Skuntank. Let's go with Roserade. Ground. Oh, it's got the gender ones, hasn't it? Different gender ones. What don't you like about Gen 4? I have done videos on that. I have done 2 videos on a top and bottom 5 for Gen 4 Pokemon. Sorry, the Gen 4 Pokemon games. Talking about all the things I don't like about it. In great detail. Torterra will go there. Which probably means Leafeon goes there. And I think Pachirisu in there, although there isn't much in it. Hey, Luca. Flying. Ooh, probably Drifloon. Psychic. They're very nothingy. That one, I just don't know really anything about. That's, of course, related to Mr. Mime. That one is a replacement for Gardevoir and therefore shouldn't exist. Probably this one, just because I kind of like the visual. This is Bug, right? What's it called? Vespiquen and Combee. Yan Mega has something interesting about it. I don't know why it's not part dragon. It should be. Excuse me. Let's go for Combi. And Rock. That's so stupid. Probably Bonsley. Ghost. Oh, maybe Giratina. Because I've already used Drifloon. I'll come back to it. Dragon? It's going to blow my nose. Hang on. It's either Giratina or Dialga. Dark. Ooh, Spiritomb. Yeah. Steel. Oh, I could probably put Dialga in here. Yeah. Fairy. It's going to have to be Togekiss by default. I don't really have much love for it. Sorry, GT, but it's better than Mime Jr. Best starter. After watching a little bit of the Gen 4 anime, I do have a soft spot for Piplup now, so I'm going to put Piplup in there. Probably that one, just because it has something funky going on with it. Legendary. Unless I've got Dialga in there, I can put Giratina in there. And yeah, probably Drifblim in there, although Drifloon is better. And then the legendary, I can put Shaman. And the favourite overall, ooh, probably Buneary. Yeah, probably Buneary. And on to Gen 5. Gen 5 I rather like overall. I think they did a really, really strong showing with Gen 5. Fire types. I'm skipping over ones that I know conflict with other types later on. I want to be reminded of what their options are before I pick. They have a lot of crossover types. Lilligant. Easily the best grass type in Gen 5. Not even a question. Electric. I haven't used Electros's line. I think I should, though, because I'm told they're very good. But I think I'll go with Emolga. Ice. They get weird, don't they? Still, I think he's probably the best of the lot there. Oh, another firefighting type, because why would you not have 3 in a bloody row? Cannot believe they did that. I'm not keen on the, what they call the legendary swords or whatever they are. I quite like the design of, I can never remember the name, Mian Shao? Swords of Justice, that was it. Stupid bloody things. Mian Shao, yeah, go with that one. Poison type. Well, do I go with horrible looking bugs, literal trash, or weird looking mushrooms? I guess I'll go with the littler one. Ground type. Oh, probably Golett and go. Go Lurk. You see, Go Lurk was in my head, but it didn't sound right. Yeah, Go Lurk. Yeah, because I used this line when I played. Like, because I've played, I think I played Black and Black 2. And I had Lilligant, I think, in... Oh, no, I couldn't have had Lilligant in both. I had Lilligant in one, and I had Sawsbuck in the other. I had... Crocodile? Crocodangus? Crocodile. I had Crocodile in one run, and Excadrill in the other, which is a shit name. Let's be honest about that. I had Unpheasant. You can tell I'm getting into slightly unknown territory that I am struggling with. I'm beginning to struggle with the names a tad. I know the first 3 gens by the back of my hand because they were all I played for like 10 years. And then Gen 4 I sort of know, and Gen 5 I kind of know. Gen 6 I know a little bit, and beyond that I sort of don't know. And like I have like pronunciation guides and stuff. In the games I know them better, but yeah, when I'm like shown a big pile of them, it's flying type, probably Braviary, because Braviary and Rufflet are really cool. So I'm gonna go with Braviary because yeah, I had Unpheasant in the first playthrough, and I had Braviary in the second because I totally cheated it in, and I don't regret it at all. Psychic, I'll come back to that. Pretty much the same way. I know Gens 1 through 4 pretty well. Gen 5 I know fairly well, although I might get blindsided sometimes. What's this? Bug. Probably Vol, Corona. Rock. Caracosta. In that case, I can go back and have a look at the water types. Now that Caracosta's got his home. Hey, Smiter. Water. Oh. Probably Oshawott? Oshawott? Something as Samurott? Clap. Dewott, thank you, Dewott. I like him because I think he's got a really cool look with the shells. Alright, now that no, I'll come back to that. Ghost type. Alright, fire type. Yeah. Alright, now that Volcarona's got his home, I know for certain that Litwick is my favourite fire type. And going back to the ghost, now that Litwick has his home, I know that he's got a weird name. Confagrigus. Damn. Confagrigus is a weird name. Let's put him there. Coffagrigus. Like coffin. But where's the rest of it come from? I don't know. Yeah, you can't give it that name because it has a slur in it. like Skuntank, if you change one letter, but Cofagrigus, it just has a slur in it, just straight up. Dragon, I'm not really particularly bothered by any of these dragons. I think Drudagon is that Drudagon? Is weird looking with a weird head. Why is his head all one colour? That's a different colour to the rest of his body. I think I'll go with Hydreigon. Hydreigon, that was it. Hydreigon from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what it's called. Dark type? Ooh. I kind of like Lipard and Purloin. Don't ask me which is which, please. That's Lipard, because it's a leopard. Whereas that's Purloin, because it's a cat. Hydreigon, right. German for 3. But that would be dry. Hydreigon. Hydreigon. I think probably Bishop. Steel? Not much there. Let's go with that one. That one, I guess. Ferroseed? Question mark. Ferrothorn. Ferroseed and Ferrothorn. Okay. And you one of them as Ferroseed. Normal. Alright, now it's time I have to make a difficult decision. Where do I put Meloetta? Do I put Meloetta in the normal? Do I put Meloetta in the psychic? Or do I put Meloetta in the legend? I mean, looking at the other choices, you've got the bloody weather twins. There are 3 of them, the weather triplets. The, let's just make a vague shape and paint it all black, or let's make a vague shape and paint it all white. Or the Digimon. So Meloetta's going in the legendaries, because fuck the rest of them. And that means I can put Dealing in normal. And in Psychic, I can have the fetus, the other fetus, the bird that doesn't look like it should be able to fly, or the bat with a heart on its nose. It is a difficult choice. Might just put Meloetta again. No, you're not allowed to put Meloetta again, Garen. Come on. I think I'm going to go with fetus number 1. And starter. Reuniclus, yes. I think this one. Superior. I know that one. And then... oh, they're both awful, aren't they? Am I allowed to leave it blank? No, I'll just put in that one. Whatever. And then overall favourite for Gen 5. You don't like the Legendary Dragons? No, I don't. I think they're very boring. Mega Satan or Giant Trash Pile. Always such great picks. Wow. Overall favourite for Gen 5 has got to be the tiny adorable singer. Although it is a hard choice. It is a very hard choice between Meloetta, Lilligant, Litwick. Yeah, it's a hard choice between those 3, but I'm going to go with Meloetta. Alright. Gen 6. The last gen I have played. I notice you like the letter L, do I? Meloetta. Lilligant. Litwick. Oh, I'm with you, yeah. Gen 6. Not great choices, are there? I'll come back. I'll come back to that. Fire type. I kind of really like the idea of that one. I don't know his name. Volcanion. I thought it might be that. Oh, hey, Erin. How's it going? Volcanion. I thought it was Volk something, but it's like, no, because I'm just thinking of Volcarona. But yeah, Volcanion. I'm glad you could join us, Erin. Yeah, fire water is such a cool combination, and I'm shocked it's taken this long to do it. The Tau Trio, is that the Weather Twins? The Weather Brothers? The Weather Mates? Weather Pals? We're the Weather Pals! Finishing up Lunk at Wirch. What? Finish. I'm thrown off by the fact that Erin is here. Finishing up lunch at work and saw you alive. Oh, those are the forces of nature. Silly me. What are the Tau Trio? Is that what they're called? That's a terrible name for those legendaries. Yeesh. Anyway, I think I'm going to put him there. Are you planning on covering all the games in the GV, all the gens in the GV? Well, the later ones are hard because they are harder to play on the computer. How many takes will it be for you to read this message? Ha! Smiter, none. One. Not none. Whatever. Anyway, water type. I kind of like Chloritzer. Oh, but... Oh, Kyogre's here. Grass. Oh, I mean, that's an easy one. That's a very, very easy one. Obviously, it is Phantump, who I always forget is a Gen 6 Pokemon, because, like, I regularly see Phantump in fan art with Mallow from Gen 7. So it's like, well, obviously Phantump's a Gen 7 Pokemon, but no, it's just because it's in one bloody location in the entire bloody game, and it's bloody late on, so I couldn't bloody use it. And even if I could bloody use it, he doesn't get a bloody decent bloody attack for bloody ages. Why did they make Phantump so terrible? I don't know, and I don't like it. Bloody, 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 bloody. Electric type. That's stupid. That's weird. Never particularly had much interest in them. I mean, that Pikachu is kind of cute, but I also sort of hate that they did this dress up for Pikachu. It feels so demeaning. I will go with that one, though. It's got to be Aurorus? Amora and Aurorus? Is that what it is? Is that a regional form? No, I think that's just a special Pikachu. Like, I did actually have this Pikachu, cosplay Pikachu. You get given it in Aurus, I think. Fighting type. See, GT bloody raves about Lucha Bird. Lucha Hawker. Horlucha, I was close. He really raves about how good Horlucha is, but I mean, there really isn't anything else to go with the cute panda, sure. Poison? Seriously? They only added one poison type in Gen 6. Guess I'll go with the Gengar. How odd. And only 2 ground types. Those 2. Wow. One of the ground types is like a legendary alternate form. How stupid is that? Yeah, sure, Groudon. Feels a bit cheap, but... Oh, flying type. Here, I am actually a little bit torn. Because, you see, there's Talonflame is a really, really cool idea. Talonflame is like... It's a fiery hawk, and it's like, oh, that's a really cool idea. In reality, Talonflame is absolute dog shit. It is a really, really crap Pokemon. Because I used Talonflame when I played Gen 6, and he was the worst part in my incredibly overpowered team. So, I just, yeah, it was awful. And it really put me off him. He was just so weak. Noivern. You a fan of Noivern? Well, it's 50% form. That's its base form. What about Talonflame? You saying there was something I could have done to make it better? No, the dragon. What dragon? Oh, that one. Right. That's his 50% form. Zygarde. Blah, 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 blah. Psychic. Psychic has got to be Esper. Because it's so adorable with its staring eyes, judging. Bug. Definitely Vivillon. Talonflame used to be better, but they nerfed its hidden ability. Thanks for popping in, Erin. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, yeah. No, that's okay, Luca. I forgot you're watching on the YouTube stream, which is very delayed compared to the Twitch stream, but that's okay. Zygarde's other forms were introduced in Gen 7 for some reason, yeah. Probably because they were umming and ahhing about doing a Z game. Like Pokemon Z. And they were like, well, Zygarde is obviously going to feature heavily in that. Oh, we're cancelling it. I'll just have them appear in the next gen then. Why did so many of the Gen 6 bug types look the same but with different colours? Because they are different forms of Vivillon. Depending on where you encounter it or where your game is, like where you are in the world. So there's like the meadow version, the ocean version, the forest version. And they're like different kinds based on where you found it. Similar to the weird Bagpuss Pokemon. Hey, Shira. Yeah, Burmy, that was it. Or as I call it, the Bagpuss Pokemon. It's a bagworm, not a Bagpuss. I just call it Bagpuss because I'm facetious and I like mocking it. It was your region like where you are in real life, yeah. So there are all these different types. And it's, yeah. So the pink one is the prettiest one, I think. Flying type. No, none of them really. I don't like any of them. They can all get stuffed. Rock. Tyrantrum. Obviously Tyrantrum. I had Tyrantrum in my Gen 6 team. And it was amazing. She was called Basilia. And she was an absolute beast. Ghost. Probably Aegislash, who was also in my team. And this he was in my team on GT's recommendation. And did very, very well. Dragon. Okay, none of them. Can I replace this one? No. Can I replace this one? No. So I guess I'm going to have a crappy one in the dragons. Hello, Clarita Gameplays. Welcome. I had a female Tyrantrum. I don't know what to tell you. I had 2 nicknames planned out, depending on whether she hatched as male or female. She hatched as female, so it was Basilia. I would blame me, Luca, if I put another form of Vivillon. I hold myself to a higher standard. I don't really know what to put in for the dragon, so I'm just going to skip that for now. Dark has got to be... Oh. Dark is... It's going to be that one, because sure as hell not going to be that. What's that? Is that... That's Greninja. It's not like Ash Greninja or whatever. Just a bullshit I will tackle one day. Yeah, I'll go with Greninja. Steel. Ooh, can I put something else in here? Yes, I can. Alright. Aegislash goes in here, and Trevenant goes in there. Ash Greninja was another Gen 7. Ash Greninja can go F itself. Fairy. It's gotta be Xerxes here. I know that's not his name. His name is Ernius. I know I'm being facetious again. I know it's hard to tell because I seem to not know these as well, but some I do know, I promise. Starter. Probably, Oh. Wow, Smiter, that got auto-modded. Greninja in general can go die in a hole. Go die got auto-flagged. Alright, I'm going to go with... begins with an F. Fennekin. Yeah, the auto mod's quite strict. Don't worry about it. Alright, what have I missed? Normal? Oh yeah, because there's, like, nothing good here. I mean, I guess if I had to pick one, it would be... the one whose name I can't remember. There's Litleo, and then there's Pyro. Fenneco is an Agretsuko character. It's also Fenneco is just... Oh, is it just a Fennec Fox, or is it a Fenneco Fox? It's just... Yeah, Fenneco. It was actually the Agretsuko character I was thinking of. Fennec, thank you. Fennec Fox, yeah. Alright, I'm going to put Talonflame in here, as disappointing as it is, as a concept, as a Pokemon, as a battler. I still kind of like its design. I have never used Goodra. I've never used Noivern. They're just stupid. They're just stupid. I have actually used this one. I still think it's kind of stupid, but I have used it, and I'm going to put it in there. Oh, I can put this one in here. Kyogre I can put as the best gimmick of Gen 6. I cannot recommend Gudra Morgaren. Yeah, but it just looks so goopy and weird. Alright, I'm going to make a change here. I'm going to put Xerneas as the best legendary. And in here, I'm going to just take a second. Weird, but kind of cool. Weird. Just color swap. These fairy types, they're okay, but the top form is kind of weird. These just creep me out. Just something about their face and their nose just creeps me out no end. These also weird me out. Sylveon is kind of cute. Is that one? That's that one? Is that one? I think that's that one. That's what I said, yeah. Carbunk is weird. Klefki is... just to rub my face in exasperation concept. Carbink, not Carbunk. Silly me. It's not Diancie, is it? Is it Diancie? I think it's Diancie and Mega Diancie, right? Or is Diancie the champion? Diancie, okay. Diancie's kind of cute. I think I'm going to go with the Mega Gardevoir. I don't like Mega Pokemon as a thing, but at least Mega Gardevoir is another really pretty form of dress, so I'm fine with that. Diancie, yeah, it's probably in the pronunciation guide, which is currently locked away, never to be seen again until the future. And favourite overall, this is a bit difficult. No, it's not, it's Phantump. Definitely Phantump. Alright, we have now reached the limit of the games I have played. And we will now go into the ones that I'm judging mostly by what little information I have on them, having not played the games. So Litten is definitely my favourite fire type from Gen 7. I have a Litten plush because it is adorable. Fucking Astra Ninja can just go do one. Water, I quite like, is it Prismarina? I think it's very pretty. Primarina. Grass, I'm a little torn. Oh no, Lurantis is probably the grass one. Although let me just check the bugs. Lurantis isn't bug type. Why isn't it? Why do I always? Because it looks like a bug. That's why I always think it's bug type. Is it fairy? No, is it just pure grass? Huh. Primarina like Prima Donna. Pure grass type. It looks like a bug. I'm not the only one who thinks that, right? The name Xerxes reminds me of how one of the professors taught us about the battles of the Thermopylae and Salamis by pulling up clips from 300 and telling us how wrong they were. Good lecture. That's a good way to remember it. Lurantis is meant to be an inverse of the orchid mantis. Instead of being bug that looks like a plant, is a plant that looks like a bug. I see. Electric. Pikachu with different fucking hats on. No, Lurantis. I mean, the Serena line freak me out. They just look weird. Creepily weird. That's a bizarre thing. I sort of hate these. Oh, some of what qualifies as what section seems odd. Sorry, I don't know what you mean. Hello, Duck Game for Life. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you joined already. I do apologise. Your name looked similar to Drake Dragon, so I didn't notice that you joined. Hello. Flying type. Let's have a look. You get the feeling that Rowlet is my flying type. Rowlet. I'm sorry, but you would be wrong. No, it's actually one of these ones. Because I just think they're kind of a cool concept, so I'm going to go with that one. I don't know what kind that one is, but that one. Oricorio, yeah. Just because it's a form introduced in Gen 7, but the Pokemon is Gen 1. Well, yeah, it's like with getting stuff like... Oh, there aren't any here, but, you know, like... Oh, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. They've done that sort of thing with this, so it sort of fits. Psychic. Creepy teeth fish. I do so love that creepy teeth fish. Why is he part psychic? Megaforms. I hate them. Or is that a regional? That could be a regional. A Alolan. Fuck's sake, even worse. Oh god, just this makes me sad. This the later gen gimmicks make me so sad. Alright, I'm gonna go with Mudsdale is one of these. I hate regional forms. I think they make no sense. I've done a video on that as well. Alright, I'm gonna go with that one. One of them is called Mudsdale, the other one's... Mudsdale's the one you're hovering on. Probably that one. Bug type? No. Rock type? Lycanroc, I guess. Ghost? Mimikyu? Although Marshadow is also really cool. But I'm going to go with Mimikyu. You hear that, Mimic? You're my favourite ghost type. Dragon. Oh, I don't even know what I'm looking at. What is that? I haven't seen that before. It's an alternate form of something? Ugh. Turtonator. Fire and Dragon. Ugh. I don't think there's anything here I like. I guess I'll go with that one because it looks kind of scrappy. I feel like now I'm getting into the really contentious stuff where like every single one makes me just go, ugh. What's this? Dark type. You see, I had to check because none of these look like fucking dark types to me. No, skip. Steel. Magearna is kind of cute. Like Meltan is also kind of cool, but Magearna is the one that I think is cuter. Fairy. Oh no, I can put Mimikyu in here and put Marshadow in there. Hello, Loban Pongan. I do apologise if I pronounced that wrong. Wait, did I do fighting? I didn't. I skipped fighting, which also has Marshadow as well as that thing. Is there something else I can put in it? Right, I can put Decidueye in there, and I can put Marshadow in there. So many terrible Pokemon. Well, I've already got Decidueye, Primarina, and Litten. They're my 3 favourite starter Pokemon. Can I replace any of them? Yes, I can put in Dragalge in there and put Decidueye in there instead. Delmise. Why did I think his name was Dragalge? Is that a Pokemon? Dragalge is the Gen 6 dragon. Of course it is. Silly me. Because it's a dragon and it's algae. Instead of a... I was thinking this was Dragalge because it's an anchor that drags algae. Ah! I'm going mad here. There's a slot for each gen's regional forms. It's the gimmicks slot. So it's it's got the regional forms, not the regional forms. It's got the the mega evolutions, and then when you get into these later ones, it has regional forms instead. And like these ones, it's regional forms and Gigantamax and all that bollockry. I guess if I had to pick one, it would be the Vulpix made of ice. Oh, I just can't. And legendary. Alright, I think I'll probably put Meltan in here. Ah, yeah, I've still got so many gaps because I just noped out of them. Normal. Let's go with Koala. I thought Koala was a rock. No, the dog was rock. Electric. Sorry, I'm struggling here. Which of Ash's hats do I think is the cutest on Pikachu? I'm going to go with that one. I am genuinely saddened by the routes they've taken Pokemon in recent generations. It genuinely makes me go, I wish they hadn't done this because it just ruins this franchise I really like and just floods it with bollockry. Oh, damn. Oh, God, I hate the 2 bloody regional ice types they had. Like, 4 of the ice types in Gen 7. 1 was something named after sand, and 1 is something that is the opposite of the thing they gave it the type of. Oh. Alright, what if I put Vulpix there? And Marowak there, sure. To be fair, it's Hawaii. Then don't have ice types. You say, to be fair, it's Hawaii, as if that justifies turning a fire type into an ice type. It doesn't. Sorry, I'm gonna go with that one. Why not? And one of the Tapus. Ninetales doesn't have anything specifically fire about the name. True. I mean, none of those appeal. But I guess I'll go with that one. Because it's kind of cute. And then, what's this? Dark. They're all so terrible. Do I go with the Pollux? Like, oh, how can we make this look dark? How can we make this look dark and pink at the same time? How can we completely fuck up the canon? How can we have another weird dark type fire type that looks like it should be fighting? And how can we have a monstrosity that doesn't belong in Pokemon at all? So of all of those, Incineroar is somehow the least terrible. I will besmirch Incineroar 5 times over. It shouldn't be like that. It should be a bloody cat. It should look more like Litten. Litten and Torracat look kind of cool. But then they're like, well, we've got this 4-legged thing. What should we do? Make it 2-legged. 2-legged. People can't associate with things with 4 legs. It's got to have 2. Ugh, sorry. I get angry with this, clearly. Favorite Gen 7. Just a man screaming in pain. I'm torn between Mimikyu, Marshadow, or Delmise. Because I love the concept of Delmise. I'm going to go with Delmise. Would you like some of the regional forms if they were actual original Pokemon not based on the previous ones? Yes, I would. Because that would fix the thing that's wrong with them. The thing that I take issue with isn't... And I talked about this in my regional forms video. Go check that out because I don't want to reiterate all of that. But like the issue with Vulpix isn't... like... You shouldn't have an ice fox. It's you shouldn't have an ice fox that you claim is the same species as something that shoots fire. So, anyway, moving on. I expect there'll be more about regional forms, but for now, it's fucking Gigantamax. Oh. Let's go with Wooloo. Thoughts on Toadstool and Wiglet being different Pokemon from Tentacool and Diglett that just look similar because they fill similar roles in their homes? I don't know. Fire type. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Pretty but stupid. 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 Kind of cool looking. Stupid, so it's got to be him, hasn't it? He's the only one that didn't get a bloody terrible review. Water type. What is this? What is that one there? Oh, it's a Gigantamax. Of what? Of that? What's that? Whatever. I'm just going to go with that one. I'm going to go with that one because I kind of think its design is a little bit okay. Grass type. Is that's Hisawa and Lilligant, isn't it? It's a legendary from the DLC. Hisuian? Electric. Another one with a bum for a face. Neapolitan ice cream, the Pokemon. Electric Corgi. Skip. Ice. Bum for a face. Penguin with a block of ice on his head. Ice Unicorn? I've not even seen that before. Ice Unicorn is from the DLC. Why did they start adding DLC Pokemon? Like, I know Platinum... Was it Platinum that did that first? Whereas, like, the third game added extra Pokemon that weren't in the others. But I fucking hate it as a concept. Alright, let's go with Frostmoth, I think. Technically, Mew was the first DLC Pokemon. No, I'm not talking about mythicals that were added, like, in events. Like, one-off mythical Pokemon. I'm talking about, like, genuinely DLC Pokemon. Such a terrible thing. I hate it very much. The idea of having different Pokemon in different games was admittedly a little bit of a how do we get people to buy multiple games, but for the most part it was to encourage trading and cooperation and community. So I don't begrudge that as much as, okay, well, we've released this game and we've released the Pokemon. We've come up with 10 more concepts, pay extra for them. Because that is just straight up more money for Pokemon. And I despise that. They're terrifying looking. I kind of like that as a design, although I don't like that it's a... Oh, no, that's not a regional form. That's a different evolution, isn't it? That's a different evolution of Yamask. Runerigus. That one, sure. Flying. Alright, let's have a look at the steels before I pick. Psychic. To be fair, the 10 more new Pokemon also adds some plot and brings back some Pokemon not available in regular gameplay. Ugh. Fucking better add some more plot. I just feel that if they wanted to do more plot, but don't add more Pokemon. Oh, I might be able to put Frostmoth there. Ugh, who am I kidding? They're all shit. Stonehenge one. That's what it's called.
Hello.
Oh, thank you for following on Twitch. Server size me. I hope you don't mind the complaining. Apparently not if you've followed on Twitch. Greatly appreciated. Ghost. I'm finding these difficult, guys. I hope you can tell. Look at them, they're so stupid. With the removal of the national decks there to get people to buy the DLC somehow. Sounds like you're defending them. How do you feel about Gen 8 Pokemon as the region is based on the UK and surrounding regions? I don't think very highly of them, frankly. I don't look at these and think, yes, that accurately reflects English culture and history. I think tea that is ghost, and coral that is ghost, and weird snake, and a flat fish with face paint on, and where's that other one? Bloody Kiss. Was Kiss a UK band? I don't know, but and I also find it a little bit offensive that the best idea they had for a rival team was like football hooligans. I'm not very keen on the way they represented my culture, and it makes me doubt the way that they've represented other cultures, but at least they felt nice. Anyway, where was I? Steel. Is it better or worse that the lore implies Galarian Zigzagoon is the original and Hoenn is the variant? Yeah, that makes it worse. Alright, I'm going to have to make some decisions here because I've clearly not found many more I like. Alright, I'm going to put... I've forgotten what it's called. Galarian Ponyta in there because it has a very, very pretty design. The Kiss Pokemon is odd, but they do use that. The drummer monkey in the two forms, the electric thing that doubles as a guitar and a bass, meant to be the Beatles. Ugh. Terrible. I just don't like any of these, basically. Alright, let's go with more Peko as the electric. We'll go with Hisuian Lilligant, because it is kind of pretty. Even though I don't think Lilligant needed changing. And... let's put the apple in there because I think it's sort of funny. What's this? Poison? Not seeing anything here I like, guys. Not seeing anything here at all. What's that one? Toxel. Okay, that has kind of a I'm sick of this shit look about it, which I vibe with, so let's go with that. Flying. Am I putting Corviknight in steel or in flying? Honestly unsure. I'm going to go with flying. Bug. And they're all fairly terrible. Ghost. Dragon. Let's put is it Dragapult? Because I think that's a fun concept. What's this one? Dark. Oh, there's nothing here that's very good. Like, I kind of get the concept of this one. It's like, we do have folk tales of, like, bogeymen and imps and goblins and stuff, but why did they make him insanely buff? I don't get that. I don't get the appeal of going, well, we've got this weird spindly goblin. Let's make him buff. Mwahahaha. Galar's base, more off Scotland. He's not buff, that's all hair. Well, he's got very buff-looking hair. Like Bayonetta. It's a JoJo reference? I've never seen JoJo. The art style doesn't appeal to me. Yeah, alright, let's go with the fox. What type is that? Dark, yeah. So this is Bug. The Butterfree one? Because at least it has something kind of pretty to it. Ghost. For Ghost, I think I'm going to go with the Typhlosion. Like, I don't particularly like it, but... In a way, Galar had better human designs than the Pokemon designs. Steel. I mean, I don't like these. I know what they're doing with these, but I don't like it. So I'm going to go with the wolf holding a sword in its mouth. Fairy. That's got to be Alcremie. Starter. I've already used that one. I don't particularly like any of the others. So the starters are based on football, spying, and what? Festivals? I mean, we do have good festivals, not the sort of thing I'd go to, but we do have festivals that people like. Football is a big thing, and the crying lizard that becomes a super spy, sure. James Pond. Alright, fine, I'll go with James Pond. Gimmick. Thing is, the only gimmick ones I like I've already picked in other bloody categories. My British friend was very annoyed that the Galarian title legendaries weren't a lion and a unicorn. That would have been so good. That would have been so good. Instead it was like 2 wolves. Yes. Yeah. I mean, you could have even kept the sword and shield thing. You could have had the lion with a mane of a shield and the unicorn with a sword, with a horn that's a sword, instead of just like a wolf holding a fucking sword in its mouth. Like a weirdo. My favourite British thing is the alien space dragon Hydra. What? Alright, what am I doing for the gimmick? Oh, I just hate so many of these. Sorry, that was very dry sarcasm. I guess I'll go with this one. Because I've already used like the actual gimmick ones I like in other categories. Does it help the gimmick part if I tell you that Hisuian Zoroark is an angry spirit and not an actual living Pokemon? No, it doesn't help it at all. Not even slightly. Don't even know which one that is. Zoroark. I don't see that. Am I just blind? Where is it? Oh, there. Yeah, no, I do see it. Yep. Yeah, no, that doesn't help at all. Not even slightly. Legendary. Nope, none of these are appealing. I've already got the sword one, so sure. Let's put the shield one in there. Why not? I think they have interesting use of colour, if nothing else. And frankly, there is nothing else. And favourite of the gen is probably Alcremie. The orange... I like the Origin Palkia because it looks silly. That's why I don't like it. Then again, I'm not particularly keen on original Palkia, but I still prefer original over Origin Palkia. What a confusing way to describe that. Right, so, Gen 9. I know virtually nothing about. I have not played it, I do not own a Switch, so I'm just going to be going based off entirely looks. Smoliv. Fire type. That one. Water type. Again, really weirdly buff. Why do they do this with the really weirdly buff looking animal Pokemon? Or a dolphin, just because it's about fucking time we got a dolphin. I actually quite like this line. Like, Sprigato is very cute. But Meowscara is also quite a cool, like, design. But yeah, I'll go with that one. Meowscarada. Oh, for God's sake! Oh, the names. What's this? Electric. All right, I'm going to be honest. I'm basically ignoring all of these because I think they are such fucking stupid ideas that I just cannot. That one, sure. What are these? Ice types? They don't look like ice types. I guess that one out of all of them? Fighting? I'm having to check because they don't look like fucking fighting types. I just don't like them as a thing. I don't like the designs. I don't like that they think, how can we make this Donphan look like pasty? I know, give it spikes all over and fur around its feet. That's what happens. Should we make the fur a natural colour? No, bright pink. Like hot, flaming pink. That's how it camouflages in the past. Yeah, I don't like any of these. Next. I've seen enough of Clodsire for it to sort of be kind of cute to me now. And I guess the Wooper one as well. Flying. What's that? Is that a swan? It's kind of pretty. These are just... What is with the colours and the colorations in these? They all just look so just neon and random. It feels like they've completely abandoned any kind of coherent... Like, we've gone from every single fire type is orange, yellow, or red to... hey, this psychic type, is it pink? Is it blue? Is it yellow? Is it green? They could be any colour, because that makes logical fucking sense. Oh, it's a stork, right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. No. What the fuck am I looking at? Go with that one. No. I can't remember the name of this one, but I've been told about it and it's cute. Tinkerton? I've forgotten its name already. Meowscarada. Gimmicks. I guess that one. Because I like what it's referencing. What's this? Legendaries? Oh, what the fuck am I looking at here? It's referencing a kind of worm. There's a kind of sea worm that is basically just a long, spindly, pale thing that just waves about, and it's so bizarre, and it's like, you look at it and you think, how the fuck did this evolve in real life? But I like that it's still alive as a thing, and I like that they're referencing it. That one, I guess? No idea what the fuck I'm looking at. Oh, God. This is painful for me. You see, you're saying names, and I don't even know what you're referring to. I don't know if you're referring to something I've looked at, because this is just... What's this? Fighting. That one. Psychic. The Barracuda? I don't know. A pile of leaves, a pile of snow, a pile of dirt, and a pile of fire. The legend you picked is a walking disaster. It brings disasters wherever it goes. Yeah, that seems fitting for this generation. Did it walk into the design office when they were thinking, what can we do for this generation? And then a pile of leaves walks in and it just corrupts all their brains. So they think, yeah, just slap random colours on. I mean, that just looks like that's... I was going to say change for copyright reasons from Mario, but it's Nintendo. They own Mario. So it's just Mario. It looks like the level up mushroom from Mario. Yeah, like, they don't look like dragons. I'm starting to believe you... I'm starting to get the feeling you don't like Gens 7 through 9. You would be correct, Gaming Wobbuffet. You would be very correct. Alright, I hate that they're doing weird stuff with Suicune, but that is a kind of a cool design. What's this? Dark types. I've already got Meowscarada. The fire one. Steel. A tank. They've just got a tank with an eye on it. Fuck's sake. What's the cheese string man doing? What was his deal? Reveroom. Oh, that hurts. He's a stack of coins. He's a cheese string, though. What do you mean he's not cheese? Golden Go, the evolved form of Gimmighoul. Are they ghost types? That one. Weird. Weird. Whatever, cheese string man wins. Cheese string man is the 1000th Pokemon, so he's like a trophy. Oh, what a trophy that would be. Imagine if you could walk into your office and say to your friend, my friend, I would like to show you the prize part of my collection. Here. And they go, oh, is that a promotional thing done by McDonald's? And it's like, no. I think you're underselling this. This is a commemorative thing for the most important thing in an entire franchise. And it's like, did Cheese String get a TV show? No. It's a Pokemon. And then your friend walks out and never speaks to you again. Because they don't like being lied to. What's this? Bug. Is that Volcarona? Is that Volcarona from the past? I don't know. Whatever. Oh, my favourite from... of all of the Gen 9 ones. Oh, look at all of the terrible fucking options available. Sprigatito. Didn't say he was a fancy trophy. All right. And now, this is where you choose your favorite from the columns rather than the rows. Ooh. It's kind of tough between Spinder and Baneri. I think I'm going to go Baneri as the best normal type. Fire. Now this is also a difficult one between Litwick and Cyndaquil. At least we defeated the evils. Yeah, we'll be... Oh, the darkest is still ahead, guys. Favorite Ultra Beast. Oh, can you imagine? It's like walking into a septic tank and... No, it's a bit rude. Right. I'm going to go Litwick. Water type. Oh yeah, you see, now I'm having to confront things like where I've put Primal Kyogre in the water one, but normal Kyogre in the... Where the fuck's normal Kyogre? Gen 3? Why is normal Kyogre not there? Because he's there, Gar1on. It scrolls to the right. I mean, it's Kyogre. Favorite grass type. Phantump and Lilligant make this a difficult decision. Ow! Piss. Ow! Sorry, I just pricked my finger on my own beard. Genuinely cannot believe that just happened. Ow. Maractus, because Maractus is Gen 5, and as cute as Maractus is, Lilligant blows it out of the fucking water. Alright. Yeah, I think it would be... It's Phantump. Because if I had the choice between raising, like if I lived in the Pokemon world, I think I talked about this in like a top 5 Pokemon jobs video I did. I'll try and link all of these in the description for the VOD. That pricking is Maractus being upset you didn't pick it. One thing we have to understand going forward, nobody hates Pokemon more than Pokemon fans. That is a word of bloody wisdom, Smiter. That is genius. Yes, in the top 5 Pokemon jobs, which was if I lived in the Pokemon world, what would I want to do for a job? I think I said I would want to be a Pokemon rancher and raise Phantump. Because, like, I would want to really specialize in one type of Pokemon, and it would be Phantump. Because, like, I'd have other Pokemon, but Phantump I just find so utterly adorable that I would love to raise them. Like, you'd have a forest, you'd have, like, a little copse of trees that the Trevenant could hide in when they didn't want to be observed, and you could have the Phantump. So, it's got to be Phantump. Electric type. I mean, there are more Pikachu in there than I expected. I will be honest. I'm going to go with Raichu, though. Ice. I'm looking back now and I'm surprised to see certain ones in here, but at the same time, it's like that was the best I had on option in that generation. So I guess I'm going to go Aurorus. Fighting type. Marshadow. Like, I kind of think that is really pretty, but Marshadow I think I prefer. Because Marshadow is, how do I put this? Unique. How does the team thing work? Oh, what? Oh, I see. You pick a Pokemon from the grid. Okay, never mind. I didn't know how that worked. Alright. Is that... Okay, good. So, favourite poison. Roselia and Roserade. Bizarre to me that they're both in here because I don't particularly like either of them. But again, it's the best that was an option. Because it's better than the bloody others. Venomoth, I guess. What's this? Ground type? Steelix. Flying. Maybe Drifloon. Psychic type. Espeon. Bug? Is probably Vivillon. Rock type? Ooh, that's difficult. Not sure about that one. Ghost type? Dummies, I think. I'm torn between Caracosta and Credilli. I'm going to go with Caracosta. Dragon type. Again, I don't love any of these. I feel like that's a bit of a flaw with this. Like, there are certain ones that I love, but there are also loads that I'm like... I mean, none of these are jumping out as the absolute best. Same with here and, like, here. They're just types that I don't know. I don't know if this is the ultimate picker. I know it's called the ultimate picker and the stream is called the ultimate picker, but I don't know that this is. It's leading me down routes. Kingdra, I think. I mean, maybe it's because it's not the ultimate picker because I didn't want to double up. So maybe it was like when I got to this bit, it's like I didn't want to double up. So, for example, I'm trying to find an example. Like here, Ralts. Frankly, the best Psychic in Gen 3 is Gardevoir. But because I didn't want to double up, like, Gardevoir didn't fight against Espeon as my favourite Psychic type. So Gardevoir would beat Espeon. So Gardevoir would be there. But because I didn't want to double up, Espeon fought an inferior opponent and won. So, yeah, this isn't the ultimate one. Like, I might quickly do an alteration to this after we're done. And do it like if I was okay with doubling up, and we'll see what we come up with there. Oh, God. Why did the screen just move like that? Anyway. Where was I? Dark type. Umbreon. Steel. Skarmory. Fairy. Gardevoir. A better way of doing it might be going with those comparison lists where you put a list of things and the website puts out matchup after matchup until it has enough to create a definitive ranking. That might be a really cool way of doing it. Yeah, that might be a really cool, because I've done that for Arknights. Like, there's an Arknights one like that where you create a definitive list of Arknights characters, and I've done that whole thing maybe 4 times. So if there was one of those for Pokemon, I'd be very interested in trying it. Starter. See, Cyndaquil isn't here again because I didn't want to double up. It would take a long time to set up, but it might be worth it. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was one for Pokemon, so if anyone's able to find one, I'd be very interested. Golava. To be honest, that's kind of a close second because I do sort of really like it now. Posted on Discord. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Server Size Me. That is probably going to be another stream. Favorite gimmick? Absol. Favorite legendary? Meloetta. And favorite overall. This is favorite. Here are all of my favorites that I've picked per type and per generation. Ignoring any duplicates, I find it very interesting that Espeon and Umbreon are both here. I mean, I kind of know which one it is. Do you know? So, post your guesses on who you think is my favorite while I move on to the ones down here. Favorite regional bird? That would be the Hoot Hoot. Favorite regional mammal? Probably Centret, frankly. Favorite regional bug? Kind of think it's Caterpie, you know. Favorite pseudo-legendary? Metagross. Favorite Pokemon Pikachu clone? Interesting that Raichu's in here. That's the Pikachu clone? I would not have guessed that. So different from everything else. Raichu, I think. Favorite evolution? Espeon. Yeah, Guja has two. Crazy that Salamence doesn't have... Like, Mega Salamence isn't here. That's weird. Favorite fossil? Caracosta. What's this one? Favorite regional fucking form? I like that one. I like that one. I kinda like that one. I kinda like that one. I rather like that one. Favorite fucking Gigantamax. Ah! Something just occurred to me. You have Ultramoon. I do. I do have Ultramoon. I have not played it yet. I'm going to have to go with the Butterfree. Favorite box legendary? That's funny for a reason I can't say. Why is it funny, Forrest? Why is it funny that I have Ultramoon? Is it because one of my favourites isn't in it? Snake Nado. What the fuck is Snake Nado? Is that like, what's it called? Birdnado. Birdemic? Sharknado. Sharknado, that's the one. The Sand Tornado. Am I okay with knowing what the first trial will be like? No. No, I'm not. Favorite legendary. Favorite box legendary. Probably Kyogre? Yeah, Kyogre. Favorite mythical. Obviously, it's Meloetta. Not even a choice there. Favorite Ultra Beast. I mean, they are all really shit, but I kind of like the design of that one. Favorite Paradox. Ugh. Oh, God, they're all so awful. Wait, I thought that was a legendary. They're legendaries, aren't they? Why are they Paradox? Or whatever. Whatever, don't bother explaining. I don't want to know. Go with that one. Steel. Favorite Pokeball. They're so weird looking. It's got to be the Permeable. The fact that Vulpix isn't in Ultramoon. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. They're terrible. I don't want to use any bloody... I've actually already got my Ultra... Actually, hang on. I'm just going to quickly look up what my team is. Because I've already picked out my team. Alright, so my team in Ultramoon will be Lurantis, Wishy-Washy, Litten, Toucannon, Lycanroc, and Mimikyu. That's the team I'll use in Gen 7 in Ultramoon when I play it. Care about the form, preferably Midnight, because that's wherever the fuck it is. Rock. There. I found it. That one. Play during the day. Yeah, I know. Favorite Vivillon, the pink one. Favorite Alcremie is the basic one. Yes, the basic one. Favorite Spinder. You see, Spinder... I gave this a lot of thought. I saw this was coming up, and I am a massive fan of Spinder. Like, when I played Emerald, I had, like, 20 Spinder. I think I even filled an entire box of my computer, my PC, with Spinder, because I love Spinder. It is so cute. So... for my favourite Spinder, that is my favourite Spinder. And then I randomise, that is my favourite Spinder. That is my favourite Spinder. Because, when deciding my favourite Spinder is the last Spinder I saw. And then when I see a new Spinder, that Spinder is now my favourite Spinder. So my favourite Spinder is always the next Spinder I see. Okay, that's how I work that out. So, team. Oh wow, click the shiny charm and then a Pokemon to turn them shiny. Wow, that's really stupid. Whatever. Hello, TZ001, how's it going? Alright, so... you guys made some guesses about who my overall favourite was. So you said Skarmory, Alcremie, Spinder, Wobbuffet, even though Wobbuffet isn't an option. Skarmory. So yeah, Skarmory seems to be the most popular opinion about what my favourite Pokemon is. My favourite Pokemon is, in fact, probably Meloetta these days. Like, I still love Skarmory, but I don't know, just Meloetta makes me happy now. So these days, I do think I prefer Meloetta to Skarmory. And I still love Skarmory. Skarmory is like a very close second. And because Meloetta is a mythical, if I actually lived in the Pokemon world, I wouldn't even dream of getting a Meloetta. But Skarmory is definitely the one I would have, which is why Skarmory is the first one in my team. How do you feel about peanut butter on a burger? It's not really associated with what we're talking about here, TZ, but I would never, ever try that because that sounds disgusting. So, next on my team... let's see. I would probably want a water type, so let's have a look at the water types. Alright, am I allowed... legendaries and stuff on this team? Is this like the team I would aspire to if I actually lived there and presumably wouldn't be able to get legendaries? Or is this the team, this is just the dream team? It's your team, your decision. Well, like, in the same way as I haven't had duplicates. You know, there are rules we're putting on this stuff. Let's see. If it's a dream team, Kyogre. Limit 1 legendary. Oh, that makes it harder. For a grass type, probably Lilligant. Because although Phantom is probably my favourite, I think Lilligant would be better on my team. Well, no duplicate types, that's obvious anyway. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea, because I'm going to redo this list very quickly after we're done with this bit. This one will be the no legendaries one. If I actually live there, this is what I would use. And then when I rejig this to include duplicates, that will then be my absolute favorite overall thing. So instead of that one, let's go with Caracosta. Do they count? Am I allowed fossil ones? They're like dispersed enough that like random people have them, right? Have you seen Pokemon turned human fan art? I've seen some, yeah. There was like a series of them that one artist did. Alright, so I've got flying, grass, water, rock or ground next. You can dig them up and go to your local fossil restorer. Yeah, I think Gen 4 really sort of made them a lot more commonplace with the underground. They're fairly common in Galar as well, yeah, with the horrible monstrosities that they create. One would say they're too common in Galar. If a 10-year-old can get legendaries, you can too. Yeah, but that 10-year-old is supposed to be exceptional. You know, they're the protagonist in the same way as, like, when your D&D character reaches level 20 and can, like, affect gods and stuff. You're not saying, oh, well, if I can talk to gods, anyone can, because, you know, the point is the character you play as is exceptional. So, to be perfectly honest, if I lived there, I would probably not be a protagonist, as basically none of us would. I think Galar fossils, you either love how stupid they are or hate how stupid they are. I hate how stupid they are. Sorry. Rock or ground type? Probably Steelix. Thanks for popping in, TZ. What's next? Flying, rock, water, fire. Cyndaquil. Oh, Ledwig. And then extra one. Oh, this is difficult. Probably Baneri. I don't know. I don't know if that's what I would use. Because when I play Pokemon games, I always have the rule of a flying type, a rock or ground type, a water type, a fire type, a grass type, and an extra. And the extra is usually like psychic or fighting or ice. You know, it's an unusual type, and like a ghost. In this case, a normal, because I sort of wish I'd used Baneri in my platinum team, which I'm currently playing through on the channel. So, this is my choice if I have no duplicates. So let me just download that. Just downloading. Okay. As someone who once wanted to be a paleontologist, I like the fossils for the references, but wish there were true forms of the fossils. Yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and ignore duplicate rules. So if there are duplicates that I want, I will put them in. So Poison, Venomoth. I'm not going to count Bulbasaur here because I don't see Bulbasaur as a poison type. I see him as a grass type who is also part poison. Flying, yeah, probably Zapdos. Mew. So this should cut down on the choices, but also make certain ones not survive to the end, basically. No, that's fine. My personal team is something that I've been struggling with for years, frankly. Like, I started scripting a top 6 Pokemon list, and there was going to be my personal team, if I could have anything, as a trainer, but there was also going to be like my personal team if I could have anything just living in the world, like not going out and battling. So it didn't need to be balanced, it was just what I liked. Gardevoir is absent. Of course it is. Shit. See, there are 6 Pokemon limit is just too much for me. It's too hard. There are too many Pokemon. They should get rid of some. Start with the Gen 9 ones and work backwards. Oh yeah, missing there was there. Yeah. I definitely have more than 6 Pokemon that I kept trained up. Just leave Mimikyu alone, it's perfection. Yeah, I definitely have more than 6 Pokemon that I regularly trained with. So the 6 you picked were your go-to team. I really don't know. Like, frankly, Baneri isn't very strong, so, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I put Baneri in there because I like Baneri. But I think for an actual go-to battling team, I would probably have Gardevoir in there instead because it fits a lot of things. Yeah, I'd actually want to battle with Litwick. I wonder how the 6 Pokemon rule in the anime works for a random person without a professor in town. I have wondered that too. No, I like Litwick so much more than Lampental Chandelure. Like, when I played Gen 5, I did have Chandelure both times. But that's because, like, in the games, there is a very hard numerical reason why you have to evolve them. Whereas, in the anime world, unevolved Pokemon can be just as, if not more powerful, like Pikachu. So, in anime rules, like, I could have Baneri, I could have Phantump, I could have Litwick, and not worry about them being absurdly overpowered. Whereas in game rules, you just can't. They're just not good enough. Did I do all of... Yes, I did all of Gen 1. Remember Bellsprout versus Bulbasaur. Yeah, the Bellsprout in the Pokemon League was very powerful. So yeah, you can Yeah. In anime rules, you can do so much more with it. In anime, everything not fully evolved has Evilite built in. I don't know what Evilite is. Is that gets more powerful when it's not evolved or something? Same as PTU rules. Pokemon Tabletop United is an entire system of making your unevolved Pokemon stronger. There was this whole episode in Gen 4 where there were 2 trainers dead set on making the strongest Magikarp and Feebas without evolving them. God, that sounds awful. Kyogre. Evilite was an item in Gen 5 that boosted defenses of Pokemon that can evolve. I see. Okay, that's weird. Like, what sense does that make in universe? Typically seen on Chansey as a prime example. Damn, that would be strong. Dusclops and Porygon too, yeah. Decent Pokemon that get stronger when evolved. Did they nerf like single stage evolutions like Chansey when they gave them evolutions? Because like they were slightly stronger than normal ones in order to account for the fact that they didn't evolve. But did they get nerfed when they then could? No, they didn't. Interesting. Same stats. Huh. Is that a thing that has ever happened? Have they ever nerfed Pokemon's stats? I mean, I suppose it becomes harder when you've got cross-trading. Sorry, I'm just quickly doing this without explaining what I'm doing. I think it's sort of fairly self-explanatory. I'm going through the ones where I thought, oh, I can't put that there because I've already used that one. I shall put it there instead. So I'm largely just cutting down on the choices. Can confirm over the years some Pokemon have had stat redistribution or buff. Interesting. Up to Gen 5. Mimikyu had an ability nerf. Like the ability Protean would change the user's type to the move they use every single turn. But in Gen 9 it only works once per battle. Interesting. I don't know that I see Meloetta as a normal type. Something I'll keep dealing in there. Then again, I see dealing as a grass type, so who knows. Meloetta. Litwick. Got Meloetta like 4 times in this one line. Gen 6. Disguise used to prevent 1 instance of damage to Mimikyu, now it just reduces the damage by a good bit. Huh. Yeah, it does sound like Mimikyu got nerfed. What was I up to? Makes Focus Sash useless on Mimikyu. That's the don't get knocked out from 1 hit, isn't it? I think it does prevents 1 instance of attack but loses 1/8 of its health. So this is the version where I can have legendaries in my final team. This is my dream team as opposed to my realistic team. I'm actually replacing the Kyogre one with the Absol here because I just think the Mega Absol is so pretty it should have been an evolution. Semi off topic, do you care for Pokemon fan games at all? Not at all, no, I'm afraid not. Recently, Cherim was buffed in Legends Arceus because of the lack of abilities removing its thing from the sun form. Okay. Still, some of these I look at them and think, yeah, I made the best choice of the terrible options. Nah, I think Delmy still wins there. I know you've never played it, but what do you think of Legends Arceus? Since it's a big change from the rest of the games, it would be interesting to hear your opinion. I know very little about it. I don't have a Switch. I don't plan to get a Switch, so I've just not looked into the Switch-only Pokemon games. Like, I see no benefit that could come from it. If I think it's bad, then, like, why would I... What good is it to find something else I think is bad in the world? If it's good, I don't want to be like, damn, I'm still not going to get a Switch, but now I feel bad about it because I think that's a really cool looking game. I've heard good things about it, but I personally have no knowledge or interest in it, basically. I don't even know if you guys can hear the music, but it's good music. Like the audio mixer on my streaming software says it's very quiet. We can kind of hear it and it sounds good. I mean, I have permission to play this on the YouTube, on the Twitch stream, but YouTube will flag me for playing this music. Almost done now. Yep, up to Gen 9. No, I'm okay with keeping both of them in there, I think. Yeah, it is, because Twitch has like DMCA stuff, so I guess theoretically I could like challenge the flag, because I like the because I use music from Miracle of Sound, Aviators, and Bobby Yarzalik. See, Bobby, I have permission to use his stuff on music on YouTube. Sorry. Aviators and Miracle of Sound have both said that they don't mind people using their music as like background music on Twitch streams, but they have virtually no control over YouTube streams because that's controlled by the company that represents them, for example. So, because I stream to both, I get flagged for using their music on YouTube stuff, which is why I try not to use it outside of intros or just ones where there is no sound at all. No, I don't like the Fui Coco line at all. They're ridiculous. Alright, now overall favourites. So these are overall favourites with duplicates added in. Yeah, probably Baneri still. Probably still Litwick. Ordinary Kyogre over Primal Kyogre. Phantump still. Raichu still. Yeah, probably still Aurorus. Yeah, Marshadow. So do you think Pokemon should go to more basic designs or something else, since you really don't like the new ones? I don't rightly know. I think they have become weird and overcomplicated, like the paradox bullshit, and like when you look at it and you don't know what you're looking at, I take an issue with. So, like, psychic stuff. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a valid criticism. I don't rightly know. But, like, I look at some of these and I think, what am I looking at? Like, what the fuck are these? What are they? Don't actually answer that. It's a rhetorical question. But, like, I think that they've lost their way. And they're just too insistent on adding more and more and more and more fucking Pokemon. I remember once, around the time of Gen 2 or 3, reading in a magazine that they planned to have 600 Pokemon. And it's like, I turned to my sister, and it was like, that's crazy. How are they ever going to come up with 600? And now we have over 1,000 of them. They should have stopped. They wouldn't stop, because of course they wouldn't stop, because, you know, the money and stuff, but they should have stopped. I'm going to put that one there. Did I have that there before? I might have, but I've changed my mind. I had said something earlier that my point, that is my opinions on the matter. Fair, you have some Pokemon that are never picked here, so that's the beautiful thing about opinion. Yeah, that's fine. I need to check if these are even still in the list. Like, I can do that by removing. That's a good way of doing it. Skarmory. Gardevoir. Reminds me of my comment about how there will likely never be a map showing where all the regions are relative to each other, since that would apply a limit to the world. Yeah. Sadly, that is the case. Ooh. Probably Phantomp over Litwick. Tyrantrum. Mega Absol. Skarmory, still favourite Steel. Gardevoir, still favourite Fairy. Favourite Starter. Cyndaquil. Favourite Gimmick. Absol. Favourite Legendary is Meloetta, and Meloetta's still favourite overall. Okay. So, this is now going to be my team if legendaries are allowed. So this is my dream team. Like, if I lived in the Pokemon world, I had full knowledge of every Pokemon that existed, what would be my ultimate team? Kyogre. Skarmory, Kyogre, Lilligant. Gardevoir, definitely. Litwick. Meloetta. I think would be my ultimate team. If I could have any Pokemon in the world, I think that would be the 6. But yeah. So I'll just quickly download that. Alright, so that is about it for the stream. I've sort of done it all now. And we're actually surprisingly close to 3 hours. I thought this would only be like a 1 or 2 hour stream. Ooh. But this has been fun. I hope if I have made any opinions or expressed any opinions or made any decisions that you find abhorrent, like me ranting about how shit regional forms are, I do apologise. Opinions are opinions. You're entitled to yours. I'm entitled to mine. Let's just amicably go different ways on that. I don't begrudge people for liking the terrible paradoxes or the terrible Ultra Beasts. If you like it, I'm glad somebody does, because they're here and they're not going anywhere, sadly. But each to their own. I'm very much like giving with one hand and then backhanding you with the same hand, but not the point. Anyway, I will post both of these images on the Gar1 Discord, which you should totally join. I believe someone posted on there another one of these things that's like the comparison thing. So I think I'll check that out, and if that looks like it's up to snuff, because this, I was really impressed. This is a really cool website, by the way. The ability to just pick them and show all this high-quality sprites, that's really cool. So props to whoever set up this website. This website is linked in the description of the YouTube stream. And I've downloaded both images now, and I'll post them on the Discord. Yeah. So if that other website, the comparison one, is up to snuff, I will probably do another stream on this, probably in about a week. I don't want to do it as the next stream, but maybe next Thursday could be fun. Tuesday I'll be back with more Power Wash Simulator. And that's hopefully, that's not guaranteed, not locked in. It's just hopefully what we'll be doing. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Subscribe, follow, pledge, all of that good stuff. And I will catch you later. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.